Okay, picking up where I left off, basically, the last video. Yeah, I had to stop. I'm sorry about that. Because dinner was ready. That was mainly the reason for that. So, yes. Now, still talking about Harley Quinn Volume 2, Harley Quinn Destroys the Universe. Yes, well, I had just started talking about Captain Triumph. Yes. Captain Triumph was a character that first showed up in, like I said, Crack Comics number 27. He was created by Alfred Ardenia, I think I'd see pronounce it. Yes, that was technically his first appearance. Yeah, apparently he was the penciler. They don't have a writer credit. Apparently there's only one guy who created the guy. And apparently I don't think this guy actually appeared like I think he did. Well, he did appear post Crisis. He didn't do very much. He just appeared in the History of DC Universe #1. He mainly appeared in that, an issue of Titans, issue 36, issue of Starman, Animal, and that was it. Very nonchalant when it came to this character. There was someone from the Crusaders called that was a group associated with the Seven Soldiers, the Freedom Fighters. But the current version, yeah, he only appears just in this, and basically it's a three-parter for 50-52, and that's it for him. Yeah. I mentioned before when he saw cell phones, like, oh, what are these range devices? Like, these brainwash devices? No, just basically smartphones. He doesn't like smartphones. Apparently he's been inactive since the 40s. Yes. So apparently becomes friends with Harley Quinn and they cause some damage, and he reunites with his fiancee Kim. He was looking for her and his brother. Apparently his brother's dead. He's a spirit. And Kim is his girlfriend, who did appear in the original continuity. Yeah, but they changed her look a bit. Basically, from the look of it, it seems like her original appearance that she was a redhead. Here, they mostly kept the same style, except they made her a brunette. Yes. And she only makes one physical appearance, and that was issue 52. Yep, and during the fight, Captain Triumph himself causes some damage to Coney Island, and then that leads into a very weird two-parter involving minor disaster. Now you're probably thinking, what kind of weird thing related to minor disaster? Well, 52 is technically her first appearance. She's the daughter of Major Disaster, a notorious DC villain. I mean, she first appears in issue 52, and then she appears in the next two issues, and that's it for her. Yeah, it's the daughter of one of the most coolest villains in the DC universe. And his first appearance was actually in a book I had discussed before from Superman 101 number 3. Not 313. Oh, and by the way, when he first showed up, he's like, "Where's Guy Gardner?" Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. The fact he was looking for Guy Gardner in Coney Island. And you're probably thinking, did Guy Gardner appear in his first appearance? No. But Guy Gardner is somebody he's frequently fought over the years. Oh yeah, definitely. Appearance-wise, post-Flashpoint, they didn't really change this guy's look at all. I mean, he still has the same freaking coat. When he appears in here, he pretty much just, well... Oh, by the way, issue 52, which is the debut of Penny, aka Minor Disaster. Yeah, that's the cover they used for this trade. And here she is, Minor Disaster, wearing the same exact type of coat that her awesome father wears. Yeah, Major Disaster is an awesome C-list villain. I think he's a cool villain. A lot of the guys look. He basically is known for creating Action disasters. And I don't think he's ever had a team with the Weather Wizard. No, not that I could think of. When he appears in here, like here he is. There's Major Disaster, and high praise the fact the artist didn't change his look here. And it's so funny though, he's looking for Guy Gardner. Yes, probably because he's probably the one Green Lantern he pretty much has a problem with. Oh yeah, and here's some interesting note about Major Disaster. He's the creator of Gardner Fox. We're thinking Gardner Fox as the guy who created the Justice League, the JSA. Yeah, the guy created a lot of noteworthy characters who are still actually kind of around this very day. I mean, my gosh. I mean, these are characters he created. Like, he created Santana, Barbara Gordon. He also created Adam frickin' Strange. Yep, Adam Strange. Anthony Ivo. Like, anything associated with late Golden Age, the Golden and Silver Age of comics, he pretty much is responsible for creating a lot of these characters. And it is a lot of characters that he created for comics. Some are still around, some aren't. It just depends exactly, like, on exactly, like, you can kind of think of him as, well, simply put, DC's version of Stan Lee, where he creates almost everybody. Mm-hmm. That's simple just when it comes to Gardner Fox. Awesome guy, and I should probably do a comic history on him because the guy wrote a lot of really good stuff. And, well, Major Force is one of those characters he created who technically is a Green Lantern villain. Yeah. So, my only guess is the reason why he doesn't like it because basically filed when he was part of the Justice League International. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was a constant presence in the DC universe for quite a period of time. Now, when it comes to, like, not really big known villains, when it comes to the DC universe, well, he's one of my favorites because, well, he's just a purely fun of a character. He's always ready to be super serious, and he's not a goofball like some villains are. Yeah. But he's always written generally be the same character, which I always gotta praise DC for that. And the fact they never changed his attire. So, apparently he thinks that his daughter is being useless, so he just basically rides off, and apparently she gets her own powers. And he appears just briefly in issue 54, and that was simply it for him. Yep. Yep, and then after she's beaten, like, oh yeah, I'll basically make my own legacy. 56 is just basically just a standalone issue involving a cat. Yep, all involving some cats. And because of all those cats, who shows up but Selena Kyle herself? Yep. And, well, then of course Selena gets the cat from her. Like, he's like, thanks for helping out, Selena. You bet. Anything else? Achoo, yeah. Want a cat? And I think it's so funny though, the fact the cat has got like a little wallet with money stuck up. It's so hilarious. So yeah. It's kind of weird though, the fact that they do this for 2 straight trades where, oh yeah, they put 55 in volume 3. Yeah, for some reason they decided to do that. Oh yeah, in case you're curious, though, having more trades left that collect Sam Humphries' run for the book, there is exactly about 3 left. So, I got a few more comic corners to get out of this. Yes. But in the case of the first 2 trades overall that collect Sam Humphries' issues for his run, they're good. I think that Minor Disaster has potentially be a pretty good villain. I kind of wish they were bringing this character back. I mean, our last appearance was issue 54 of this very volume. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was her last known appearance. And that was... how long ago was it? I think it was just a little over 3 years ago, that a little over 2 years ago was her last known physical appearance. So I think her last physical appearance, because they usually do like 2 months in advance, I'd say. So I think her last known physical appearance was, well, basically November of 2018. So yes, it has been almost 3 years since this character's last appearance. Maybe the character might show up in, maybe not Harley Quinn book, maybe she'll show up in Green Lantern. It's possible. That's what DC wants to do, because I think she's a cool villain. And having her team with her father, that might be interesting. Major and minor disaster, that would be interesting. Yep, so yeah, that's definitely it, this particular review. And as far as I can tell, that's probably going to be a video today. So I might do one other video if I'm lucky. If not, well, I'll say for tomorrow for my first review for the new season for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid S. That's the second season, called S. Not really sure why, but it's the shape of a dragon. It should be interesting. And I know on Twitter, basically, Toru's voice actress been hyping me up this season. Just like how she didn't do very much for Howard of the Summon Demon Lord, but this series, yeah, she's been hyping this one up, which I'm definitely looking forward to watching it. Especially since I did a review of this series 3 years ago. Yep, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting back to this. Yeah, if you think about it, though, like, some of the shows that I watched last year did have another season come out this year. This actually is the first one that I've actually did a review for, where the last thing I reviewed for this one was about 3 years ago. But I'll discuss more about that tomorrow, okay? Next video. Bye.